Hi, welcome to Game Creation. So, yesterday we reached our minimum viable product. We have now created Tetris. This is the point now in today's video and tomorrow's video where we just mop up all the bits and bobs to make sure that everything looks great, or as good as it can be. This was a very, very ambitious 3-week project, and I was doubtful maybe at the end of last week that we'd reach our minimum viable product even by the end of this week. But we've managed to achieve it yesterday, so I'm very, very happy with that. So we've got some time just to sort out the scoring, which we're going to do today and tomorrow probably. We're going to get the numbers in today and then actually create the scoring system tomorrow. We're going to put the next block in, so it shows you what the next block will be. Hopefully we'll get the down to work, so that when you hold down, it shifts down quicker. I think we might do that tomorrow. And just make sure that everything's running great. The long block isn't working as expected, or isn't finished yet, because as I said to you 2 weeks ago, I think it was, that it has multiple sprites. It has 3 sprites, a sort of starting one, 2 middle ones, and then one. And it's the only piece in Tetris that has that. So we just need to address that. Dead simple. We left it till last so that we can make it have different numbers, which is fine. So we've hopefully addressed that earlier and made this quite easy. So lots and lots to do still to mob this up and polish it and make it look amazing. So let's get started. Okay, so I've opened up the same project as last time, and we're actually going to go into the level editor, and we need to create this next block thing. Now what I could do is try and construct them using these. I really don't want to. So what I'm going to do is just create an active to hold the images individually. So this is going to be a bit of maths here, I think, which is fun. So I'm going to open the image folder, and I'm going to put these in, but I want them in order. So let's have a look. So we want the T block first. And I'm just going to copy and paste these in. Control and C and copy. And remember to put the background black because it doesn't carry forward. And right, so we need to remove the background. So I'm going to right click on it because the alpha color is there. And we need to remove the whole background as well. So let's just place that down. Then remove all the background. Whoops. So here's our first problem. So what can I do about this? I think there's a setting to, I think it's when you do it from an image file, and this is my problem, is I'm just copy and pasting straight from Photoshop. So I could work out the actual size of it, which I'll probably do. So the size of it will be, so it's 8 times 3, which is 24 across. Let's not make it proportional. And it's 16 down. So let's apply that. And I'm just going to remove everything. So highlight it all, delete. Put the background to black. Paste it in. And all I need to do now is just remove the background, remove these white bits here. That is not the easiest way of doing this. But who needs to do the easy way? Okay, so I'm going to import these all and then worry about making it bigger later on. So let's go back to my file, check which I've got next. So it's that S shape. So where's my S shape? Up here. This is hard to judge. Lower down, there we go. Copy that. And luckily a lot of these are the same size. So I can just do the same as before and place it. So just click somewhere here and remove those ones. Perfect. This is going swimmingly. Right, what's the next one? It's that square. Now this is a nice one, but it's not the same size. So I'll need to readjust the size of this. Copy that. Okay, so I need to readjust the size. It needs to be 16 by 16. And make the background black, paste it in, and that's actually all I need to do for that one because there's no side bits. Brilliant, this is going well so far. Right, what's the next one? So it's the L shape, this one. And copy that. Now that's 24 across, which I think it defaults to. Yeah. Paste in. Click anywhere, and then remove that white bit. Okay, next one is going to be the Z shape. And I'm not making those letters up, that's what Tetris people call those different shapes. There you go, you learn something new every day. Okay, and I could have used these sprites for the dropping ones really, but I didn't. Okay, what's the next one? So we've done the Z, and it's the L going the other way. Copy that. This last one's going to be annoying, but we'll worry about that in a sec. Paste in, click, remove the white, and then we've got this horrible L shape, which is going to be annoying. It's the last piece. Copy, and we're going to have to just readjust this. So it's 8 high, and it is 4 times 8, which is 32. And make the background black, paste in, and there we go. Now the hotspots of these are actually going to be on the, they're all going to be on the target one. If you remember, it's the one that we've been using throughout. So I've just got to work out the coordinates of each one. I think it's that one there. I think it's 8, 0 for all of them. And what we'll do on testing is just, so for this one it's 0, 0. That's 8, 0 for this one. And it is 8, 0 I think for this one. And it's basically the one that's highlighted here. So they're the second one along for each of these. And for the square one, it's the first one. Okay. Click OK. Right. What I do now is just copy this, I clone it, because I don't want to have to do all this again. So I can just have that sitting there, just in case I muck this next bit up. And what I want to do is I want to rescale these so that actually how big they actually are, which is annoying because the hotspots will be at 40. Darn it. Okay, so proportional. And so what I need to do is times these all by 5, which 120, 24 times 5 is 120. So apply. And this is going to be 40. Dull. Hotspot's going to be at 40. Resize 120. Resize 120. Oh, hang on. That one's not going to be. That's going to be. Oh, God. Where's it? 80. Is that right? Yeah. Each piece is 40, yeah, so it'll be 80. And the hotspot, I think, is in the right place, yeah. So it's 0, 0. Hotspot will be at 40. Resize it. That's going to be 120. I could resize the whole object, and there's probably some of you are screaming at me saying, why don't you resize the whole object? And you'd be absolutely right. But why do things the easy way, eh? Okay, this is the complicated one, maybe. Oh no, not really. Just change that. And then the hotspot will be at 40. Okay, click OK, and then position this to a sensible location. There, and let's name it next piece. And let's put a space in just for fun, and probably spell piece wrong, who knows. Right, so we've got to figure out where the next piece is calculated, which I think is on new Tetromino. So current tile is to the next tile, and next tile is to random, so it's there. So I'll copy and paste that. So we've created the next tile. All we need to do now is just set the direction. So select direction, and it will be the value of that, or triple value, which is that one there. Okay, hopefully this will work. Let's have a look. So it says that it's that piece, and let's just cross our fingers and hope that it is this piece next. And it is not. Oh, it's probably because I put it on the wrong place. So current tile is to next tile. Is the direction 0 based? I thought it was 0 based. Oh, it's not set. It's not direction. Oh yeah, next tile. And that's all. Is it -1? It's -1, isn't it? I'm sure it's -1 because I've been doing that non-stop. Because the one's 1 based, the other's 0 based. I'm going to keep making that mistake because, you know, I probably should put it at 1 just for simplicity. And lo and behold, it works. And so hopefully the next piece is this one here. If it's not, I'd start to cry. Come on, yeah. And this one's, I don't know whether it's supposed to be there. I think it's one of these things that, yeah, I'm going to check the Game Boy version of Tetris and see where this goes. And something in Tetris is you don't often get the same piece twice, so the random element needs to, or could do with work, but I think it's beyond the scope of this series to do that. So we've got a nice thing going with the blocks now. Let's just check that this is this piece. Hopefully it is. Voila. Okay. Wicked. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so the next thing will be the dreaded straight piece, because it's got all sorts of weird and wonderful things. All sorts of sprites. So we've currently got this one done. So we're going to have to get this piece here. And what I'm going to do is just copy it. Go into our level editor or frame editor, and this is the annoying thing, is I've used these tiles 5 times, so I'm going to have to do this 5 times, which is going to be irritating. So this is where the current piece is stored, so we're going to paste it in here, and I'm going to just stretch it, I think. Actually, alright, let's make it 8 big and just do our usual procedure, paste it in, and then make it 40 again, stretch it out, there we go. And I'm going to get the other piece that I need, which is this one, 8 by 8, copy, and paste it into the next piece. And this is why we had that straight one at the end, so that we'd have extra ones for it to overflow to. And I could have just rotated the other piece really, but I'm not. Okay, so this is the boring bit, because I'm going to have to paste these in. Just check that they were both, check the hotspots in the right place. Now I don't know whether I can copy these between actives. I should be able to. Yep. This is the boring bit now. I'm sure there's a way of just using one object, but as I said, throughout this tutorial, sometimes there is a way, it just takes you ages to come up with it, and by the time you've come up with it, you might as well just done it the long way. And I like to find more efficient code at the end of a project, because inevitably when you see the whole project done, more efficient code kind of jumps out. So this is the horrible bit. Okay, let's see what shows up already. Before we start actually coding that new one in. That straight piece doesn't fit in that box, so it comes up just with that one. So we want it to work out that it's using this piece, and it's the second and third one is the next one along, and the fourth one is the next one along still. So let's find out where these are drawn. Okay, they're not drawn there. Oh, why is that one drawn there? That's really odd. unless I think they're all drawn later on in our code. They're all drawn here, so I don't think we need that top one, but let's worry about that later. Right, okay, so what I need is a thing here to say if the direction is this, then these two need to be the next one along, this last one needs to be the next one along. Okay, so let's get that direction. So actually I could just do it from here. So if the direction, let's do it from the ultra value. So ultra value, if the direction, so is it current direction? Where is it? Current tile, is it? If current tile equals, I think it's 7. It comes from the current tile, yeah. So if it equals 7, then I need to change these directions. And this one will go to here. This one will go to there as well, and edit. And this one will go to the top one. I think that makes sense. Let's see if it actually does work. And yeah, okay, that's really not working because this one, yeah, I've got the wrong way around. So I think it's this one that needs to change. I think other one is our first tile. Let's just check. No, I've mucked that up. So, okay. Right. The main is the second tile. I think that's correct. I think that one's clearly wrong. So let's move that there. Let's keep shifting these about until they make sense. How many permutations are there of this? Okay, so I put the second one at the end one. I don't really understand that. This is going to be annoying. Okay, let's delete these and let's go to the code. Let's actually see what's happened here. Where is that? Where is that? Draw player tetromino. Okay, so I need to know where to go back to. Okay, so if it's 7, so other 1x is the furthest right, and 3x is the furthest left. So 1x is the furthest right, 3x is the furthest left. Okay, so 1x is the furthest right. So that needs, so position, direction is the furthest right. 3x, I don't touch that. And then let's edit these. Okay, that should logically be correct. It won't be, but it should logically be. Oh, how good's that? Let's just check. Ooh, okay. So there's a direction element. Oh, why? Why is this so hard? Okay, so we need to worry about the direction. So orientation is 0 or 1. Okay. Oh, darn it. Let's just do it from here. Orientation equals 0. Oh. Or orientation is what? It would be 2. Alright. Now, this is the complicated bit. Again, I love complicated bits because if it's the other way, then it needs to be the other way. Oh, how painful is this? So, I need to copy this and paste it in here. Then I need to rotate it because we love rotating things. Okay. And so we copy this, rotate it. I could just copy this and rotate it. In my head, this was really easy. And that's the problem. In my head, it was easy. Okay, let's paste these in because we've got nothing better to do with our lives. Seems there's a lot of this video, or these videos, that is just me copy and pasting things. But luckily I'm semi-quick at doing it. I'm not one of those ones that right clicks to paste in. There's your saving grace. Okay, last one. Last one. We'll get there. We'll get there, gang. We'll get there. If only I hadn't done the rotations, and then I would have been happy. I'd have lived in ignorance that it didn't rotate very well. Right. Okay, so let's paste that. And so if it's 1 or 3, then we need to do much more interesting things to this. So let's start with this one. So this one is going to be the first one, I think. This one is going to be the second one on the left, and same as this one, and then this one is going to be the third one. I have absolutely no idea. I'm just kind of making that up. Okay, let's check. What the heck? Because I didn't change the hotspots. Okay. Oh no. It means I have to do it all again. Does that mean I have to do it all again? Oh, this is brutal. Those darn hotspots. I forgot that when you rotate, the hotspots change. So I'm going to have to go through all of these, updating the hotspots to the top left. Brutal. Oh well, at least I realised straight away. This is why we test. This is why we test. And the brutal thing is I've probably got the directions wrong as well. Although it looked pretty good. Apart from the weird hotspots. Shifting them out. Okay. So now the hotspots are in the right place. It should be in the same place for all of them. And let's check. It works! Yay! Okay, that's really good. I'm happy with that. It won't work when it connects because we haven't updated. Yeah, so we just go back to the old ways. We haven't updated it from the array, so we need to do that at some point. Let's do that now. So in our create pieces from array, we kind of need to address that. And I'm a little bit worried about how we're going to address that. It should, let's have a think. It should create the, so I'm wondering whether I've done this wrong. I wonder whether I should just have these numbered. So this is drawing player tetromino. But, oh no, okay, this is fine. This is fine for the player tetromino, but when I number them, I need to number them differently. So I need to figure out where it's got it from the array, where it writes it to the array, and we just need to write the correct number. So it's here, I think, that it does it. So currently it's kind of all bunged into the same thing there. And I don't think that's going to help us. I think we need to create a fast loop for this. So I'm going to create a fast loop called write to array. Spelled wrongly. Okay. And we'll just go do that once. And then here we're going to replace on loop write to the array. And let's just double click here and see what, so it's setting all of that, writes all the array and then does the fast loops. So we want it to write to the array first, otherwise the other loops aren't going to work. And what was done first? All of those ones, okay. So let's, can I leave those there? I can probably leave those there. Yeah, that I'm not worried about. It's the, this bit here that I want to just check. So if the tile, if the value, so write the value of current tile, so it's this bit we're concerned about because we need to adjust this. So I'm going to insert here, if, so alterable value, and just check that the current tile is lower than 7. If it's lower than 7, proceed, that's fine. If it equals 7, and let's also check the orientation. If the orientation equals 0, and let's also say, I don't know if you can put an on loop here. I think on loop works for all of this. I'm not sure whether this will work because it's not coming up as green. If the orientation equals 2, then we actually want to adjust this, and this is where I get confused. So let's go back and see. So it's main is that, and then 1 is that. So 1 is the top one, and main and 2 are the second one across. Okay, I think I've got it. So main is the top one, which will be 7, 8, 9. So it's 9, I think. Have I got that right? I think that's the top one. I think that's 9. How can it be 9? No, I think I've got that wrong. Let's check the actual numbered direction of it. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's 6, 7, and 8. Okay, let's go back into that. So it's 6, these are both 7, and this would be 8. I think that's correct. Only one way of finding out. Oh, what luck. So this should look the same when it hits the bottom. If it doesn't, I've mucked up. Let's hope it does. Ugh. Yeah, I've mucked up. Okay, let's try that again. So, oh, okay. 1 is the last one. All right, let's go into that. So 1 is the last. I've got that. So that should be 6. I totally have that. Why is that not working? Oh, because, okay, so that should be 8, because this is, it then removes 1 from this. Okay, off by 1, off by 1. Because, well, I'll click that thing in. Because when it goes and draws the piece, it removes 1 from that number. Alright, let's hope. I need to sort that out. That needs to shift to the left a bit, so it fits it on the screen. Come on, let's do it. Oh, perfect. Now the problem is that when it does it this way around, it's gonna all not work at all because we haven't coded that bit yet. There. Because it doesn't exist. It's like, nope, it's not telling me to do it, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, so equals 1 or 3, and this time we need to just shift them. So 10 is our lowest one, I think, and then these are both 11, I'm using quick logic here. And then this would be 12. Theoretically. I have absolutely no idea whether that's true. But if it is, then I don't need to worry about it. Okay, let's shift it this way. And it should look identical when it hits the bottom. With some hope. Come on. Yeah! So, who would have thought it would take so long to sort that out? But our coding helped us out. So we knew that that would be an issue earlier on. And so we coded everything ready for it. Now I think I'm going to finish there. The scorer level, lines, all that stuff we'll sort out in tomorrow's video. And hopefully mop up a few other things. But thank you very much. Please write any comments of other bits that you think that we should do to this project. Anything missing. The Game Boy one didn't have the points for T-spin. If you know anything about T-spins, which I didn't until I sort of read a few more bits about Tetris for the use of this video. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then we look forward to tomorrow's video. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see more from us, please click subscribe. We release videos every single weekday at 7 PM UK time. Thank you.